Hey everybody, this is my primary base over in Dune Awakening. Uh, I'm showing you what this base is because I'm gonna stop playing Dune Awakening, but I wanted to show what I built. This is more for myself. This is right by Pinnacle Station. I was one of the first people that built here when the game launched. And yeah, I left the main area by Anvil. I wanted to build in the cliffside just because I didn't want to have to deal with open areas necessarily. I wanted to give myself some character, some dimension when it came to base building. Always a challenge when you're building on a cliff face and a slope is that you have to deal with slopes and elevation. This is partly inspired by my uncle, Robert Alonso, who's a Hollywood stuntman. His home in Hollywood Hills it goes straight up. It's not flat. There's a verticality to it. It's like multiple floors high, multi-million-dollar home. And yeah, I was inspired by that. Now, when you're older, it's not practical to have something that has multiple stories going up high elevation. It's really good for younger individuals. You can imagine when you're doing delivery and stuff, you have to go up these stairs, and there's an elevator, but yeah, it's an interesting, nice home. Massive accomplishment because he works with some box office hitters. I don't get to talk to him much. He's currently in the United Kingdom right now. His recent accomplishment was I believe it was Deadpool. I know that he worked on Mission Impossible maybe at one point with Tom Cruise. But that's my uncle for you. So yeah, multiple floors up. I had my power generators here. You can kind of see downstairs. I like this also because not only can I see Pinnacle Station, I had a pretty good view. Better than just sweeping sand dunes. This area, this floor here, is the workshop area, storage containers. Downstairs was really just a vehicular storage, at least the land vehicles like the Dune buggy. But if you go up here above the workstation area,
sector weather alert.
It's
a large
more of
sandstorm
the
is approaching.
this is more of the living area, office area. I built this area here so I could actually get a good view of everything. Initially, it would have just looked like this, and that's no way to live. I decided to go ahead and risk it for a really good view of things. So I was really happy with this setup that I created for myself. Didn't develop my own room, so I kind of just made a living quarters here. Non-functional, just for decoration, very visual. If I wanted to go through the back, there's a back entrance. Functional if I wanted to come in from the back area. And here's another one from the other side, the secondary entrance, or exit, technically, if I needed to go out from this angle. Because down here, there really isn't much of a space that I built anything. So there was a node here that I was able
Sector weather
to
alert.
draw
A
from.
large sandstorm is approaching.
But anyways, if we come out of this area, this little office area that I built for myself, I mean, well, you can actually sit in here, but beyond that's not really functional. If you go up here, here's my ornithopter. And this shield protects my ornithopter from being hit by the sandstorm that's about to bombard this area that you can see in the horizon over there, or out in the sky. But yeah, and I was very happy when I built this, and I had a good time doing this game. But I need to let it go for now, because it's just not It's not really doing it for me. I enjoy the sandbox feel of
Sector
it.
weather alert. A
However,
large sandstorm is approaching.
um, yeah, I just don't feel like they did enough. And this is my gripe with Funcom, is that they have a lot of great ideas. It starts off pretty strong. A lot of people who have played Dune Awakening have done it since have gone away into the end game, and the end game doesn't really have much aside from the deep desert. But for me, I like the aesthetics. I like what they've done from an aesthetic standpoint. But gameplay, I just don't think I'm enjoying it much. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let an expansion or two kick in. They said next year they're going to have the polar cap, which is just south of this region. They're going to open that up, so we'll see what additional stuff they have going. The story is okay, but I don't know. There's parts of it that I just don't feel as dedicated, since there's so many other good games right now. I'm going to take this Ornithopter over to Arakeen, which is the Atreides host. But I'm going to let this entire base kind of decay and die off and start over again next year when I have time for it. Just to kind of give some background of this character that I built. The character background for this one is they're a Mentat, but they're also from the planet Ix. And so for those of people that know what Ix is, it's the most technologically advanced house in the Dune universe. And I've always been a fan of Ix. I've always been fascinated with their pushing the boundaries of technology and having some level of technological heresy, which is against the Imperium, but the Imperium still uses a lot of their technology. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Ix. Anyways, so I'm going to fly the Arakeen, let these bases decay. I'm going to show you where it is on the map. So I've had this base here, right by Pinnacle Station, which is like right here. And I also had a really solid spot where I first started, right here. This initially had a lot of iron nodes next to it, but it's close by Anvil. So anyways, so that's about it. I'm going to fly this out now. And thanks for watching. Doing a house tour. Yeah, you can kind of see how it looks from above. Yeah, pretty solid time for while it lasted, but it doesn't have everything I need. Alright, so that's about it. Thanks for watching.